Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been about 4 to 5 weeks, but today I've got another microphone from FiFine, and it's going to be a blind unboxing slash review. FiFine was nice enough to send this out. It did arrive about 2 to 3 days before Christmas. Today is the 26th, and I did not unbox this yet. I just made sure that I got the tapes out, so all I can do is just flip it open when I'm ready to record. So first and foremost, that wasn't supposed to happen, but this is a streaming microphone, or specifically FiFine K780A microphone. Just judging by this booklet here. Okay, so this is, I believe, it is a condenser microphone with a table mount, but it is actually USB. Now I feel like that's going to be its huge or its biggest selling point, because not everybody can chalk up money for a DAC so they can use USB micro, not USB, XLR microphone. So the manual and everything is straightforward. I mean, if you have ever owned any microphone with a clamp, with a desk mounted boom arm. So in the box, first thing we see is pop filter. Alright, arm is pretty strong. Clamp looks a little, let me see something real quick. Okay, so this actually clamps very different than any other clamp I've ever seen. So the clamp and not, well, it depends, because this won't necessarily be mounted on the table. This is mounted most likely on the actual boom arm, so that's why it's a little different. Alright, so here we have the microphone. No, not my face. Might just throw in some B-roll of this later. We do have a shock mount, which is a necessity for these microphones. This is pretty straightforward. You just clamp on both sides, it opens it up, and you just throw it in there just like that. Boom. Alright. The boom arm, spring arm. Okay. We should be able to set this up right now. I gotta find a spot. Actually, we'll put it right over here, right by that Rode Podcaster. Okay. Hopefully, my audio is coming through clean. So this is the desk mount. This is gonna go in here just like this. Obviously, there's a little button to actually open that up. Screw that in. Unloosen this. Depending on how much room you need. I mean, you could probably set this up in a matter of minutes. Okay. Looks like we have some double thread in here or something. I don't know. Oh, okay. Not sure what this is or what this size is, but I do like these adapters. So they basically screw over the existing one to make it bigger. Those always come in handy, especially with filmmaker stuff. Like sometimes your regular 3/8, quarter 20 isn't actually standard. Sometimes it's 3/8, sometimes 5/16. So it's a good thing they gave you that. But what they provided, you just take off the cap and it fits on perfectly. But it's yours to keep, just in case you want to probably put another one like these that might be bigger, you know. Okay, probably lock that in like that. So if you're familiar with how the Rode NT USB works, it's actually the same way. One end is USB 2.0, and the other one goes directly into the microphone. And that hole looks like this. Yeah. Just plug that in. Boom. I'm not gonna plug it in yet. Gotta make sure it actually fits on that desk. So this bottom piece swivels, so you can let it turn it left, right, or whatever direction you need it to be. This bottom piece. Now, everybody's case is different. Mine is just I have drawers, so I actually have to put this drawer on unless I wanted to mount it to the back, which has space to do that, but I got too much microphones. So in my situation, what I'll do is, in a situation like this, I just probably have it stretch all the way out like here. I believe this could probably twist. It should be able to. Okay, maybe something like this. Maybe something like this. And I can probably sit just like that. Bring it close to my mouth. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, focus. So here's what we're gonna do. So this is USB microphone. Let's unplug this real quick. They got a little organizer here, cause this is actually quite long. This might be about, yeah, it's about 6 feet, 7 feet. So let's plug it into my trusty laptop here. Because we all know what you came here for. It's for the audio quality of this microphone. Alright, so I plugged this to my MacBook Pro 2019. Now I do actually have to read the manual because Macs, not all Macs are like on Windows, because I know it will automatically default a new audio input. Not Mac. Mac, you literally sometimes have to go in there and like it will recognize it, but it won't automatically default it. So I'll have to go in there and switch it over. But I always forget this step. So we're gonna be actually switching over from that Rode Mic Pro Plus to this FiFine streaming USB microphone. Alright, this is the audio coming straight from the FiFine USB microphone K780A. Now, I do notice it is actually quiet for a condenser microphone. Now, this is actually good in my opinion because a lot of microphones like these, they're too loud. They pick up too much, which is it depends on the situation, but for most people, and there's an age bracket for this. If you're still living with your parents and they're outside doing whatever, I could almost guarantee that outside noise won't come inside, which is perfect. Now, if you're somebody who screams a lot while they're gaming, because this is geared to streamers, it won't actually affect your audio too bad. You won't be clipping. Like, I'm speaking close to it, and this is normally. Now I can go inside and decrease the input volume, which is the mic volume. Right now I have it actually all the way turned up. So this is what you're getting. Volume, all mic gain turned all the way up, and this close, probably about a good foot away from the microphone. So to be honest, this microphone is only, how much is this microphone? It's only $67 right now off Amazon. Now it is actually not in stock at this moment creating this video. Actually, I lied, $63, but it's not in stock until December 31st. Now, this microphone also comes with a pop filter, and it also comes with a glove. Now, I'm gonna throw on the glove to see how deep the voice gets, or how it distorts my voice in any way. Okay, so I did have to probably cut because putting this on, it will definitely cringe your ears. But this is what it sounds like with the glove on the microphone. Now I'm actually gonna try and attach this pop filter to it, but judging from Adobe Audition, I don't see any P's coming through even with this glove. So this might not even be so much as a necessity. But if you are doing voiceovers and you have to literally kiss the microphone, let's try it. Let's try it. It won't hurt to try. Okay, so we're back, and this is the audio coming from the FiFine microphones, K780A, with the pop filter and the glove on. So my voice should be probably a little bit lower than normal, but this is me talking into the microphone, literally like you were doing a voiceover. Now, one thing I did notice while I was doing this is this arm is a little weak. There is knobs on the side that you will have to actually tighten the tension so it doesn't fall. As default, when you get it, it will drop with this pop filter on. The pop filter, the mic alone with the shock mount it won't drop. But when you add this little piece of one, I don't know how much it weighs, but the little amount it weighs actually causes the arm to drop. But thankfully, see that actually? So on the side, right here, can't see that, but there is a little knob that you can just twist, and it should hold it. Now the only thing is it creates a tension, so if you do move it back and forth, I'm not sure if it will hold that tension. Nope, it doesn't. So you would have to literally keep it there, tighten it back up, like all tension rods. If you force it, it won't necessarily keep that tension. So that might be the bad thing about it. Now the microphone speaks for itself, but this boom arm, you can work with it. It's not a problem, but you can work with it. But it is a problem at the same time. You know? So Lastly, the build of this microphone, it is metal. Now, in one of FiFine's previous microphones, it was a USB microphone. I noticed that when I touched the body of it, like so, how did that go through? Was it like too loud that you like it clipped, or is it alright? Now, this judging by the Adobe Edition, it looks very minimal. And then my second test, I want to judge this shock mount. So, if you're somebody playing a fast action game or whatever, and your hands are moving like 2 feet a second, how does that? So it should be picking up the audio from the base of the wood. But do you hear that sound when the microphone is moving, like it fiddle-filing with the microphone? So that all come out in test, and you'll be the judge of that to tell me how it actually came out. Is it annoying? Is it alright? But in general, for $63, this microphone is a killer. Now the biggest point to me is the fact that it's USB. All computers, Xboxes, PS4s, 5, they all have USB microphone, USB input. I'm not sure when we're all going to transfer over to USB-C. Might be in 1 year, who knows when. But this thing will support basically anything that has a USB input. Now, a lot of people look at the XLRs. The XLR is good, but you do have to spend that additional money to get a DAC that supports XLR. Now, it really is up to you if you have the extra kind of money, but if you're trying to save the money, go with this one. This is a K780A streaming microphone from FiFine.